Hi, I'm Reena, and I'm going to begin a new series of storytelling sessions for you all. I'm a mother of a 7-year-old who loves to listen to stories, and frankly, even I love telling her stories, reading out stories from the books to her. So I thought might as well share all these stories with you. Isn't that a great idea? Hopefully it is. And today I'll start with a story from an Enid Blyton book. The name of the book is The O'Clock Tales. I'm sure you all love Enid Blyton, don't you? Alright, so let's begin. The name of the story is The Top of the Wall. Old Man Green Eyes lived in a little cottage surrounded on all sides by a high red wall. He liked to be sheltered from the winds and from prying eyes, for Old Man Green Eyes was half a wizard. Next door to him lived Dame Fiddlesticks and her little children. Dame Fiddlesticks was a most inquisitive person and loved to peep at her neighbors. If she went into her bedroom, she could just see nicely over the wall into the old man's garden. That did annoy him. And then the children, they took to climbing on top of the wall and calling at him. That annoyed him more than ever. At last he decided that he must do something about it. If he had the wall made bigger or higher by a foot and put some glass spikes on top, Dame Fiddlesticks couldn't see into his garden from her bedroom window, and the children wouldn't be able to climb up and sit on the top. So off he went to Mr. Hod, the builder. "Yes," said Mr. Hod, "it would be easy to do what you want, but you will offend Dame Fiddlesticks mightily. She might throw her rubbish over your wall in revenge, and her children would certainly call out after you when you go walking, for they are not very well mannered. Take my advice and think of something else. It is usually just as possible to get your way in a kindly manner as in an ill-natured one." Old Man Green Eyes nodded his head and went to see his cousin, Mother Tip-Top. She heard what he had to say and she smiled. "I have just the thing for you," she said. "See, here are some new seeds I have made. Plant them on top of your wall and see what happens." "But no seeds will grow on a wall," said Old Man Green Eyes. Still, he took them and planted them all along the top of his wall. Then he waited to see what would happen. The rain came, the sun shone. Those tiny seeds thrust out roots into the wall crannies. They sent up small leaves. They grew and they grew. And then one day in the springtime, they flowered into bright yellow and red tall plants over a foot high with the most delicious scent in the world. One man, the Old Man Green Eyes, smelt them from his kitchen window and was so glad. Dame Fiddlesticks fastened her eyes on them, for she loved flowers, and when she smelt their scent, she was full of joy. "Don't you dare to climb on that wall anymore," she warned her children. "I won't have those beautiful flowers spoiled that kind old man has planted there. They've grown so high that I can't peep into his garden anymore. But what does that matter? I'd rather see the flowers there." She was so delighted that she sent in a new cake, and a cake that she had baked for the old man. He went to thank her and asked her what he could do in return for her kindness. "Oh, if only you'd give me a few seeds of those lovely flowers of yours growing on that wall," she said. "What are they called?" "They've no name at present," said the old man, smiling. "What shall we call them? Let's ask the children." The children knew what to call them, of course. Do you know the name? In case you have the name for the flowers, please put the name down there in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Bye.